Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rhynes, and let's get into this episode. This episode is going to be The Cisco Kid. We're not sure of when it originally aired. The title is Border Vengeance, and I hope you enjoy.
Amigos, it's the Cisco Kid. Come ride with Poncho and me on this exciting adventure which we have called Border Vengeance. Gamblers, gunmen, and gold were usually found together on the frontier of the Old West of the 1870s. The greed of the first two for the third meant death for the young hombre who had just sung the latest Parisian song while his brother listened.
Well, fine thing, Alan Grayson. Is that all you're learning, Paris? Those fancy French songs? Hey, why, monsieur? Le chanson. How do you like it, you leather-headed saddle pounder? Why, you wall-eyed excuse for a cowboy. I'll put a pipe in your hair on the other side of your head. Hey, Will! You're Grayson, you maverick. You're munching my hair. It needs mustard. That French haircut you brought home is enough to set a Brahma bull on her end. All right, you did it, blast your hide. Just like I used to when we were kids on our way to Sunday school. Remember, Alan? Remember the time Pa gave you a tannin for pinching me while we were in church? It was worth it to hear you yell like a dog-eared Brandon. Well, the important thing is you're back home to stay, kid. No, well, I'm not. Not for long. What do you mean? Half this ranch and everything on it's yours, Alan. I need your help. I've been depending on it with all the expanding we've done and the new Hereford cattle. Who are you kidding, Will? You need my help like a bobcat needs claws. You've done big things with the ranch while I was gone. Yeah, but half of it's yours. About something you can just stay here and look after your own half. It won't work, Will. Oh, I know what you're trying to do, and I appreciate it. But why do you think I spent the last 8 years in Europe studying to be a doctor? All right, go ahead and be a doctor. We'll build the finest office in the territory right in town and get the best equipment money can buy. Now, that safe in the wall is loaded with cash that belongs to you. Will. I'm going east. I got to make it on my own. You worked hard for that money. It's yours. And it's already settled, so don't argue about it. The ranch is all yours, every bit of it. Here's the deed for my house. I made it out before I got home. Well, if you ever do need for anything, Alan, I'm depending on you to let me know. I got some Brandon to see to this afternoon, but tonight, you and me and all the boys are going into town and throw the rip snortingest wing ding in history. It's a deal, Will. You bet it is. After all, it ain't every day an hombre's only brother decides to devote the rest of his life to helping other folks. Cisco, you wait and listen to what Poncho got to tell you.
It's easy, Poncho. That little hombre like you should not run so much. Look, you are all out of breath.
Poncho not got no breath left because what Poncho got to tell you is so important.
All right, Chico. What kind of trouble did you get into over at delivery stable?
No, it's not Poncho what get into trouble. It's Diablo and Loco.
What is the matter with the horses?
Not with the horses. It's with the saddles, the blankets, and the bridles.
And what is the matter with the saddles and bridles?
They're gone. They're stolen.
Come on to the stable. Are you sure our gear is stolen, Poncho?
He is gone in the delivery stable owner. He go to the sheriff to report it.
You've already talked to him?
Oh, he the one what tell Poncho. He told Poncho the saddles what those bandidos leave in the place of ours.
The bandidos left their saddles and took ours?
Yeah, and they good saddles too. Cisco, look here, and Cisco see what himself.
Lucky for them, they did not try to take our horses as well.
See, they get their heads kicked off. Oh, these saddles, they good as ours, Cisco. Why do not tell me why the hombres what own them make the trade with us?
Perhaps because they would be identified by the saddles.
Oh, you mean they got to be wanted hombres?
Perhaps.
Well, then perhaps the sheriff or marshal what want them to come after us.
I hope he does. Because we are going after them.
When Poncho hope we catch up with the bandidos before the sheriff catch up with us, or perhaps we hang in their place.
stop at this town, Cliff. We travel far enough. Maybe you're right, Harley. How long have we been on the trail since we stopped off at that range?
3 weeks? I'm burning to spend some of that gold you got in your saddlebags.
I've been doing a lot of thinking about that gold, Harley.
What are you getting at, Cliff?
Put a holder out of your temper, Harley. I'm not trying to ace you out of your share of the money.
Don't ever try it, Cliff. If you get tired of living, it'll be the last ace you ever played.
Hey, you gunslingers all alike. You take a chance with your lives against a six-gun anytime, but you won't take a chance with your money.
And you gamblers are all alike. You caging me into one of your crooked card games, Cliff.
Don't be stupid, Harley. You're my partner. I'm trying to tell you not to burn yourself up spending that money.
With my gun to kill for it, do what I want with it.
Well, suit yourself. Like you said, you did the killing for it.
Well, I wouldn't have killed that Alan Grayson if he hadn't started to turn around.
You still have the paper Grayson made out giving his half of the ranch to his brother?
Sure, I got it. Why?
Well, it's the link that's liable to lead Will Grayson right to us.
How's he going to find us? We don't know Will Grayson from Adam, and he don't know us from me.
Yeah? What about the rope strap buckle you lost off your saddle?
What about it? We swapped saddles at that livery stable, and we swapped horses for the third time yesterday.
That gambling hall and cafe up ahead. Fast chance. Let's stop there.
Well, now you're talking the lingo I savvy, Cliff. Hey, I can spend some of my money and say I won it from you. Gambling.
Whoa, Coyote.
Whoa there. Whoa, Jughead.
All I've been trying to tell you is to go slow on any heavy spending that'll bring attention to you.
Yeah, you can stop worrying about me. I can handle my cash, handle my own affairs, and handle any hombre who gets too nosy with the trigger end of a six-gun.
You think we find those bandidos here in the town of Onside, Cisco?
I hope we will, Poncho.
Oh, for 3 weeks now we follow them. Every time we think we catch them, they change horses, and we learn we're following the wrong trail again.
That is true, Chico. But the fact that they changed horses the last time yesterday proves that we are close on their heels.
Well, how we know they not swap our saddles for other saddles, just like they swap their horses?
I am sure we would have come across our saddles had they made a trade.
Oh, look, Cisco, there's the cafe and the gambling hall. What's the name on that sign?
It is called the Fast Chance.
Oh, we stop there, Cisco?
See, Poncho. But first we will leave the horses at the livery stable.
Oh, it's the middle of the day and there's lots of action in the gambling hall already.
Well, I'm glad for that.
But the more hombres there in the gambling hall, the easier it be for the two bandidos to hide if they're there.
See? And it is more logical if they will stop to hide there. The logical since they will want to mix with the crowd.
Oh, that's right, Cisco. If there are a few, they be recognized as strangers too easy.
Well, here's the livery stable. Oh, Diablo, who?
Hold on.
Except for the horses, the place seems deserted.
Oh, there's got to be somebody around. Hola, hombre, hola. Come look out for the caballos.
All right. Stop your yelling. Wake up a parson in Boot Hill.
I guess you are right, Chico. There is someone around.
What in tarnation's all this motion?
Oh, Poncho think that hombre asleep when Poncho called him.
I just unsaddle them horses and turn them out into the corral.
I am sorry we awakened you, Senor,
Chad Hinkle.
Senor Hinkle, I want to ask you a few questions.
Now, look here, Vaquero. The hombres that ride into this town don't ask too many questions.
Oh, then this is kind of a town of bandidos they try to hide in.
You two ride for the law?
No, Senor Hinkle. Tell me, is there no sheriff or marshal in this town?
Ain't no sheriff or marshal for 100 miles, mister. Why?
Because he the Cisco Kid and I Poncho, that's why. Does that answer your question?
The Cisco Kid? Yeah, it sure does answer the question.
We after two bandidos?
I don't know nothing about no bandits, Cisco.
Perhaps you can tell me, Senor, if two strangers rode into town today. And perhaps you'll let me see the saddles they rode.
Lots of strangers like you and Poncho ride in and out of this town, Cisco. Look around for yourself at the saddles and horses. I hope you recognize the ones them bandits was riding.
Gracias, Senor Chad.
When Cisco recognized them, their bandido days will be over.
Here's the horses. What kind you looking for?
A blue roan Appaloosa and a blaze-faced bay with one white foreleg.
Oh, no horses is like that out in the corral or in the stable, Cisco.
What about the horses in the barn back of the house?
Oh, them. Oh, just a few of my own stock. Stuff I rent out. Care to look at them?
No, gracias, Senor Chad. We will look at the saddles. Poncho and I can identify them since they were stolen from us.
Well, you be careful in this town, Cisco. Lots of hombres here are fast on the draw and quick on the trigger. You and Poncho go easy or you'll get yourselves killed. Oh.
Howdy. You put my horse up at your livery stable?
Sure can, hombre. I'm Chad Hinkle.
I'm Will Grayson. I'd like to ask you some questions.
Fire away. I'll answer them if I can.
Thanks. I'm looking for two hombres. They stole an Appaloosa in a bay yesterday. They may have swapped horses again for all I know. But this buckle is from the saddle one of them is riding.
Let me see. No, wait a minute. That's the buckle from a rope strap, ain't it?
Yeah. You recognize it?
Well, two strangers did ride in a couple hours ago. This buckle could have come from the saddle one of them was riding.
Show me the saddle and tell me the hombre's name.
He called himself the Cisco Kid. What you after him for?
He murdered my brother. Shot him in the back. If this buckle fits his saddle, I'm gonna kill him the same way. A bullet in the back.
You sure got a fancy way of dealing them cards, Cliff.
This fancy dealing of mine is going to pay off as soon as we get a card game going, Harley.
Howdy, you two. Reckon you don't mind if I join you?
Well, I didn't hear either of us ask you to sit down, Shorty.
My name's Chad Hinkle. I'm a friend of you two. Done you a big favor.
What kind of a favor?
The two hombres rode in looking for an Appaloosa in a bay with a blaze face.
Huh? Who are they?
The Cisco Kid and his partner, Poncho.
What'd you tell them?
Nothing. I had your horses and the gear you was riding out in the barn, back of my house. Lucky you told me to put them back there, Mr. Cabot.
What else?
Soon after Cisco and Poncho left their horses, another hombre rode up. He said his name was Will Grayson.
Will Grayson.
It's him. It's the brother.
Shut up, Cliff. What did he want, Chad?
He said he was looking for a couple of mavericks who murdered his brother. He was going to shoot him in the back.
What'd you tell him?
That I didn't know any such hombres.
Good work, Chad.
Will Grayson showed me the buckle from a rope strap. Said it was off the saddle rode by the hombre who murdered his brother.
He showed you the buckle, huh?
Yeah. And I showed him the saddle that buckle was from.
Where'd you get such a saddle?
It's the one the Cisco Kid rode.
Well, good for you, Chad. Good for you. And Will Grayson will be gunning after the Cisco Kid.
Yeah, he will, won't he?
And before the sun goes down, there's going to be another candidate for Boot Hill in this town.
What?
I'm talking about the Cisco Kid. If Will Grayson don't kill him, I will.
You're right, Cisco, not to trust that maverick Chad Hinkle.
I sensed he was lying to us, Poncho. I'm glad we waited to search that barn when no one would see us.
Oh, even if that bay and Appaloosa are not the horses as we look for, there's no doubt those two saddles belong to us.
Those horses were ridden by the bandidos we are after. I hope Uncle is still in the gambling hall.
Oh, he's still there, Cisco. Want to see him through the swinging doors.
Yeah, he saw us come in.
Oh, see, he's leaving the table in a big hurry.
Unless I miss my guess, those two coyotes are the ones who stole our saddles.
Oh, that fat rat Chad Hinkle is going out the back door of the gambling hall. Poncho, go stop him, huh?
No, never mind about him.
Yeah, we ought to be able to get a card game going, huh, Harley? Yeah? How about you two?
How about you tell us?
Quieto, Poncho. Sit down at the table.
Come on, get the game started. Deuces, trays, and one-eyed jacks are wild. Any objections?
Deuces, trays, and one-eyed jacks?
You're not afraid of a little action, are you, stranger? I'll bank the chips. Yeah, here's blues and reds for each of you to the tune of $100. Well, since I'm banking, I'll deal. Or would you rather cut for it?
Wait a minute. There's an hombre looks like he might want to join this game. How about it?
Yeah. I'll sit in.
Yeah, take this chair next to me. We're playing deuces, trays, and one-eyed jacks wild.
I could have shot you in the back from across the room.
Are you talking to me, hombre?
You're the Cisco Kid, ain't you?
See, I am.
Rotten, skulking sidewinder.
There is some mistake, hombre.
You can make book on that. I'm going to kill you.
Cisco, he go for his gun.
Hold it, hombre. My hands are on the table. If you shoot me, it'll be the same as shooting an unarmed man.
Now maybe you'll draw, you backbiting hyena.
Poncho draw on you, you loudmouth coyote.
No, Poncho. The slap was given to me, and I will answer it.
Finally shamed you into it, huh? All right, go ahead, draw.
In here, someone else is liable to be hurt. Come outside, and we will settle this.
You bet I will. You and me will go outside together, but only one of us will come back alive. It won't be you.
Come on, Holly. Let's get out of this gambling hole. We can go out the back door Chad Hingle used. Safest thing for us to do is to get our horses and get out of town.
Wait a minute. Without making sure that both Cisco and Will Grayson won't follow us, Cliff.
One of them will kill the other. We'll take care of the one left alive. But that one is the Cisco Kid.
Yeah, that's right. If Will kills Cisco, he'll be satisfied to get his brother's murder. He won't come after us.
Wait a minute, Holly. I just thought of something.
What?
You still got that note signed by Alan Grayson giving his brother Will his half of the ranch?
Yeah, I got it. Here it is.
Well, among my other accomplishments, I'm a pretty fair hand at forgery.
Yeah, I know that.
If Will Grayson should be killed, there'd be nothing to prevent me forging a paper to give us ownership of the ranch.
Instead of leaving town, we're going back and watch that gunfight. I got a hunch I can make it look like they killed each other. Any way you can take odds, they'll both be dead.
Why it take you so much time to talk with that Will Grayson hombre, Cisco? You still going to have that gunfight with him?
See, Poncho, we are going through with the gunfight.
Oh, no other hombre in this town on the street neither, except that Will Grayson.
This is the method we decided upon for the gunfight. We'll walk toward each other down the center of the street. When we are 20 yards apart, we will draw and fire.
Oh, shoot fast and shoot straight, Cisco. Learn that Maverick a lesson and not the gun from his hand.
I'm ready, Grayson.
Start walking, Cisco.
Oh, now you remember what Poncho tell you, Cisco?
Keep back, Poncho. Stay out of the way.
I've waited a long time for this, Cisco.
No use trying to explain anything else to you, Grayson. Go ahead. Draw.
Cisco, madre mía, Cisco, you shot. Poncho get you, Will Grayson. Poncho get you for killing the Cisco Kid.
He'd done it. Will Grayson made a corpse of the Cisco Kid.
I never would have believed it, Harley, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, you saw it, Cliff. Now you're going to see me make a corpse of Will Grayson.
Well, hurry and get it over with before those townspeople gather around him and Cisco and spoil your aim.
Adios, Will Grayson. Start shaking hands with... Oh, my hand. Shot the gun out of my hand.
That blasted Cisco Kid ain't dead. He's been playing possum.
Poncho, stay you well. After those two banderos.
Come on, we got to get out of here.
Make for the liver stable. Scared Hinkle.
All I need from him is a loan of a 6-gun.
You didn't do so well with the one Cisco shot from your hand.
You're gonna get me riled. I'll put a bullet through you.
Save it, Harley. Look who's coming. Shed. He's leading our horses. Hurry up there, Shed.
I saddled your horses and brought them over. Figured you need them.
Thanks.
And in payment, I'll take what you got in them saddlebags.
What? Why, you thieving...
Wait a minute. I'll take that gun, Hinkle. I'll give you the barrel over your skull.
Good work, Harley. Get on that horse.
What? Pasty-faced punk trying to get our money.
Let's go.
All right.
Get up there.
Get up.
Come on. Get up. Get up there. Hey, there's Cisco. We're Grayson in our way.
Ride him down and put a bullet through him.
Listen, you mother, come down off that horse. The same goes for you, you gambling polecat. I hope to draw you out of your hole for guilty. That big gun we dead, and we succeeded. Your partner murdered my brother. Here's something to remember while you're in jail.
Oh, never again give Poncho such a scare, Cisco. First Poncho think that you're dead, and then you come alive. And when Poncho see those coyotes ride you down, Poncho think you're dead again. Oh, Cisco, what you and Senor will do to those two? They dead?
No. They are alive. And together with that sidewinder Hinkle, they will pay for their crimes with the rest of their lives behind the bars of a jail.
Cisco.
See, Poncho.
Oh, Cisco. You know, at first, Will Grayson, he think that you killed his brother. And then he find out you didn't kill him. So, Poncho glad that Will Grayson, he the amigo to us now.
Oh, see. So am I, Poncho.
I'm glad.
You know, when Senor Will refused to listen to me in the cafe, I thought we would really have the gunfight.
Yeah, I thought too. But he listened to you when you get outside, and he shoot over your head when then you make believe you're dead. You scare Poncho too when you do that.
You know, he was as anxious to catch his brother's killers as I was.
Well, you catch them all right, and then I'll never get out of jail, I think.
I did not think you were going to get out of jail either, Poncho. What did you say to the sheriff to make him so angry at you?
Oh, he put Poncho in jail because the sheriff said Poncho got the hoof and mouth disease.
Hoof and mouth disease? But only cattle get hoof and mouth disease, Poncho. How could the sheriff jail you for that?
Because Poncho sacked that sheriff, and every time Poncho opened his mouth, Poncho put his foot in it.
Oh, Poncho.
Oh, Cisco. ¡A diablo!
Cisco Kid returns next week with another thrilling adventure. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate our shows in your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to otrwesterns.com/Facebook. Join in the conversation by going to otrwesterns.com/Discord. And don't forget to send us an email, podcast@otrwesterns.com. This episode is copyright under the attribution, non-commercial, share alike copyright. For more information, go to otrwesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and again, thanks for listening.